Hey, this is going to be a review actually. This is my first review. I might do more, I might not. So yeah, because I haven't done a video in like a month. So yeah, I just thought I'd do this. The game I'm going to be reviewing today, and I know there's plenty of reviews up there, but I just felt like doing one. Fable 3. You fucked it up. You screwed us over. Fuck you, Peter. So yes, Fable 3. Now basically the story is you are the child of the previous hero from Fable 2. If you haven't played Fable 2, you're going to be really confused. So if you haven't played Fable 2 at all, turn off the video, go buy the game, play it, because quite frankly it's a better game than this. Now, I'm not saying the game's entirely bad, it's just rubbish compared to the other two. Okay, Fable, the first game, Fable 1, let's call it, and Fable 2. Those two are actually the better games. Now, graphic-wise and everything, it's much more improved. The environments are beautiful. However, when it comes to gameplay, which is what invests you in the game, it just doesn't add up. Because combat is way too easy, and overall the game's too easy. And also your character, what is up with that? I mean, as a male, you get this really gay looking haircut, gay looking hairstyle, it's just ridiculous. Like, hello? I mean, there was a lack of weapons in Fable 2, there's a lack of weapons in Fable 3. Did you not see people complain about it? And there's a lack of clothing as well, as there was in Fable 2. Seriously. I mean, throughout the entire game, I probably wore only like 2 outfits. And that's like the prince outfit and the king one. What the hell? So yeah, the plot is basically you're the prince and you lead a revolution, you do a bunch of stuff, impress a bunch of people, and you eventually successfully lead a revolution against your brother. You become king, and you have to fight off this great evil. So yeah, plot's pretty simple to get the hang of. It is a fun game, however, at times. It depends what type of mood you're in. I mean, if you're just going to play this game to kill a bunch of things, then yeah, the game won't disappoint you on that, because enemies show up like every 10 minutes, and sometimes it can get really annoying. Like if you need to get to point A to point B as quickly as you want, and enemies show up, I mean, that's just really annoying. Now another thing I find annoying is weapon morphing. Okay, they told us that weapons would morph as we used them. Bullshit! Okay, here's an example of what really pissed me off about this game. What is that? It's ugly. I have to restart the game again. What the fuck? I mean, seriously, to lead a revolution, what do you need? Good weapons, not ugly looking weapons. I mean, first enemy you face are hollow men. Now, I always like facing hollow men because they're always in a large quantity in numbers, and you can pretty much smash them to pieces, which is great. But they show up too often in the game. You face hollow men way too much. It's pointless. And weapon morphing? Like, you go to this place called the Road to Rule. Good name, but the whole Road to Rule thing doesn't really make any sense. I mean, in number 2, at least it made sense. You know, you were able to get stronger, you were able to improve in your magic, you were able to do more moves with your sword or your axe or your whatever you had, because you actually fought and you got more experience by actually fighting. In the Road to Rule, you just open up a chest and your weapon grows stronger. What the hell? I mean, in number 2, if you wanted a stronger weapon, a weapon that dealt more damage, what do? You buy it at the blacksmith. Now, I actually like that because to me it actually kind of made more sense. With the road to rule, okay, one, weapons don't morph, okay? They're not magical. They're just pieces of equipment that you can use to fight. That doesn't make any sense. It's just weapon morphing. I mean, what the hell? I mean, when I morph my weapon, right, I've basically got this ugly bone-like handle, which looked disgusting. And then when I morph my weapon completely, I mean, it had this Hollow Man head gold plate thing on it, which was gross, and my sword looked kind of fat because it was kind of like, I actually want a decent looking sword because I don't know, it might be just be me, I might be weird, but that's what kind of makes me carry on, having a good looking sword or gun or whatever. And there's another thing, the gauntlet. What is that? In Fable 1 and Fable 2, the magic actually came from within. You know, you can just do that, and lightning literally shoots out of your hand. With the gauntlet, you have to wear a glove. So it looks like the glove is the one casting magic, not you. It's like the gauntlet has magic and not you. Pointless! I did like, however, spell weaving, combining 2 spells together. My favourite, personally, is using Fireball and Vortex. Makes like a fire tornado or something. That's great. Or using Vortex and Shock. Also great. That was fine. Weapon morphing pisses me off. It's annoying. Side quests. What were they thinking? Side quests? I mean, look, here's some. I played Fable 3 today, and here's what pissed me off. You've got to be kidding me. It's okay. Just try to adjust. If I can. Okay, first of all, before I get to the good points, I am actually going to say that as I said earlier, I have a kind of love-hate relationship with this game. I mean, number 1, brilliant, I love it. Number 2, fantastic. Some people actually like it, which is fine. Some people properly hate it, like full-on hate. Fine too, it's your choice, your opinion. There are several people, several hundred actually, who like the game, and here's one of them actually. So Sarah here actually likes the game. I mean, I got her into the Xbox, I got her into Fable. She's doing pretty well in Fable 2, even though she hasn't completed it. And yeah, the Fable 3 game is actually hers, but she's letting me borrow it, which is great. So, yeah, question, why do you actually like Fable 3?
Seems more interesting than Fable 2.
What? Did you hear that? That's why people who like the game should never give reviews on games they actually properly like. Okay, because they're always going to be one-sided. More interesting.
What's wrong with it? I think how.
Have you been listening to my review?
Yes. Listen, you co-op and you know your friend.
That's it.
Yeah, it's good.
Forgot to mention that you can also go into business with another person from Combo. You can marry them. Doesn't even prove them, but you know.
I prefer that.
So the only thing you like about it?
Mostly, yes.
Okay.
I know I'm allowed.
Okay then. So, good points. If any of you have played number 2, you'll know there's a character called Reva, who joins you in your quest to take Lucian down. He returns, by the way, which I loved, and he's in control of the industry. He has like total control, and that is great. I like the fact that Reva has come back. A new enemy. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I will say, for those of you who have played Fable 2, but not Fable 3, spoiler alert, I will say this creature is much more evil than Lucian ever was. Lucian was just a madman. This thing is pure evil. And you will fight him later on. Like very late in the game, just before you get your final ally. So, yeah. Was there any more good points about this game? Well, apart from some of the quests being somewhat interesting, some of the main and side quests, that they are somewhat interesting. Walter is a character. I like him. Jasper's a butler, and he's a wuss. And I'm like, ugh. I'm glad we're leaving him behind. Simon Pegg actually voiced a character which I didn't recognise until later on, which is awesome. But yeah, I mean, Teresa's back. I mean, she's been in all of the Fable games, and I was thinking when after I played Fable 2, I'm thinking Teresa's awesome. Are they going to bring her back? And of course they do. This is what I didn't like. She had a very small role in the game. In number 2, she was like a main character. She was like the advisor, mentor to the hero of Fable 2. In this one, she's basically just telling the hero of Fable 3 why he or she has to do a rebellion, why they have to be on the throne, and all that. I mean, seriously, they could have given Teresa a bigger role. She controls the Spire, for crying out loud. So give her a bigger role. I will say though, there is a worse Fable game than Fable 3. You didn't think it was possible, but it is. Fable the Journey. It's for Kinect. I've seen trailers of it, I've seen gameplay of it, and it looks completely bullshit. I'm not going to go into Fable the Journey, I might do that later. So, yeah, I like the choices you make as ruler. That's cool. And the detail on the buildings and on the stuff, that's fantastic. So they've improved on that. However, there was no health bar. I had no idea for how long I could go for. In Fable 2, you at least had a health bar. Number 1, you had a health bar. They scrapped that and made the screens slightly red or grey. What the fuck? So yeah, in summary, some of the main quests are pointless. A lot of the side quests are just a pointless chore and a drag. And, you know, they've improved on things like co-op and the environment, and some quests are pretty good. Some are actually quite fun. But, yeah, as I said. So, yeah, for my rating for Fable 3. My rating for Fable 3 is going to be a 5 out of 10. So it's an average game. Okay, now that's just my opinion. Do you guys agree with me, or do you think I'm being insane and you think it's a better game than number 2? So yeah, it's my rating, 5 out of 10. I might do more of these game reviews because this was actually fun. I might not, but I'll see you guys later, and I hope that the next video won't be next month.